Welcome to Inference and Incense. When do we know we can trust either prophecy or proof?
Let's do it. The mathematical way always excites me.
Well, I think Bayesian common in a nutshell, you have a certain belief, aka your past success informations, and you call it intuition, the things that you feel, and you continue to improve it with new evidence. So you build a baseline and you constantly recalibrate that baseline with new evidence as it comes.
Let's unpack this a little bit for our audience because I think usually math is a turn off for most of people, right? Let's make it interesting. And then I guess let's use Jesus coming back as an example. So our belief, our intuition is that believe Jesus is true, God is true, it's good, right? And then right now, we don't have evidence to say Jesus is coming back. So we'll put it like 50% Jesus is coming back. But say tomorrow, just tomorrow, it can happen that I'm seeing Jesus manifesting in front of me, like me as a person, individual. I see Jesus. So it gives me great confidence that, of course, I've seen Jesus, he'll come back. Then I'm now lifting my probability into 70 or 80% so that I'm a huge advocate now for Jesus coming back.
Agreed. I love it.
Yeah, coming back to Buddhism. So we say, trust the teaching, test it yourself, revise your understanding. So I think this perfectly matches with Bayesian we just talked about. The scientific method here is now hypothesis, experiment, and revise. They marry perfectly. It's the same process across cultures now.
Do you think most people who listening fell asleep by now?
No, I'm sure they're driving, so they're not allowed.
Well, as we can hope, but I do want to round up our episodes on this with how do we know when we can trust prophecy and when we have to trust proof?
Yes, please.
So I think the big question is just to restate, when do you trust intuition versus data, right? Like, I think let's remove the prophecy behind it. If there's no data available, a crisis just started, trust your intuition is a very strong priors. That's the best baseline, the best indicator that you have, you know. It's a horrible example, but 9/11, if you had a bad feeling, I think people seem distressed. You don't know what's going on with all the commotions. Run in the next stage where there are more data available, and you have early evidence, actual evidence, not people say evidence, but actual evidence. And hopefully it's credible sourced evidence. You should try to see things from both sides, from both your intuitions as well as from the proved side. And you're trying to integrate both rather than reject things immediately. And I think the last stage, which if you have strong data, overwhelming proof, and when data scientists like us saying that you have strong data, overwhelming proof, what we mean by that is that you have a large sample size. It happens across segments, across culture, across gender, across people age, and if seems to be effective, you should be listening to that kind of evidence more so than your intuitions.
Yeah, you're talking too much as a data scientist. I think for like layman's, I think it's just always easier to use a right brain, like to make quick judgment. But again, I think we're saying that always have that discernment, right? Instead of trusting prophecy 100%, you want to assess your gut feeling, your intuition first. Does it align instead of trusting something 100%? And then, of course, try to incorporate the logical brain a little bit if you have a lot of data points. And then you can hire us too.